Okay guys, who's up for audience participation? Hello YouTube, Heidi hey! Yes, that's right, in today's review we're looking at the most summary of comedies, the much celebrated Heidi High 13 discs, 9 series, 57 episodes, the complete collection. So let's dive into the Olympic-sized swimming pool, as it were. Take a look at the box. Just a general look at the front cover there. Some of the cast members, not all of them. The back with the same cover design as the box itself, which I've got a little gripe with, I'll explain. Okay, here's what I'm getting at here. On the left here we've got the actual box set itself and the dust jacket or cover, whichever you like to call it, on the right hand side. If I flip that cover all the way over, you can see, and this is why I'm doing it on video, not still, even though there is a little shakiness in doing that. You can see it's the same all the way round as the box set itself. Same design front and back. It begs the question for me, although it might be nice from an aesthetic presentation point of view, do we really need these sleeves? Because, as I say, they are exactly the same as the set itself. They sometimes do not fit the boxes properly, which means that the overall item takes up more space, and also the covers are very prone to getting torn. You can see at the top there, just from opening and closing and general handling, it can be become quite tatty. So perhaps you can say in the comments whether you think we need these jackets or not, but I personally don't think we do. That's just me anyway. Alright, going back to live action shot of the front cover rather than still image that we had just now. As I said, there is a little shakiness because I'm filming this on an iPhone. For those of you that don't know, I don't have a digital camera as yet. But anyway, at the front there we've got Paul Shane, who played the camp host, Ted Bovis, who was always into lots of schemes and tricks to scam money off the campers. Next to him, Spike Dixon, camp comic, who wanted to use Matt Plin's as his launch for his career into show business. Peggy Orrin Shaw, played by Sue Pollard, she wanted to better her career, going from being a lowly yellowcoat to Shelley Maid rather, to being a yellowcoat. She wanted to be on the entertainment staff, entertaining the campers from day and night. This series, of course, was born out of the idea that one of the writers, David Croft's Jimmy Perry, believe it was David Croft, he was demobbed from the army, and he did a short stint as a Butlins redcoat, and I believe that's where the idea for the series came from. Of course, they used Matt Plin's as the camp company name, and instead of redcoats we have yellowcoats. So it was all born out of that, and it took place over the late 50s and early 60s. And to the right of Ted there, you can see Ruth Maddock as Gladys Pugh, the Welsh siren who basically couldn't stand the other female yellowcoats. She was the Radio Matt Plin's announcer, she was the sports instructor, and she had designs on both entertainment managers in the series: Geoffrey Fairbrother and Clive Dempster, Simon Cadell, and I'll put the name of the other chap who played Clive Dempster up for you, because as of right now I can't remember it, so we'll put it up in a little text edit in a second. I think it was David Griffin, actually. Yeah. So they were the two entertainment managers who Gladys lusted after. Then you can see Yvonne, Stuart Hargreaves. She was a ballroom dancer, played by Diane Holland. And then is Julian, her partner in the later series. Before that, she was with Barry Howard. They were both ballroom dancing champions. Their careers had gone on the wane a little bit, so they got jobs at Maplin's to become the ballroom dancing instructors and demonstrators. So, okay, let's go inside the actual box itself now and look at the discs. Okay, so here's the first disc. I do like how they've kept the colour scheme the same as the box design, so you've got the gold and purple, or the yellow and purple, in keeping with the yellow coat theme. And once again, if you remember me talking about disc storage in these box sets, they went for a spindle design once again, which, if you recall, I'm not really a big fan of. If I'll just open these out for you slightly, right, so you can get a better idea of what I mean here. They're once again on these little spindle things, which you can generally only get, as you can see, one disc over there, although they are designed so they overlap. Over the 9 series, you usually get 2 to 3 discs per series. Series 1 to 2 is over the first 4, and that's how they continue it all the way through. The box has got a nice, I will say it's got a nice clip thing on the side here, which closes rather nicely in the centre. Just clips down like that. So the box and the presentation, as I say, aside from the cover, disc jacket or cardboard cover, whichever you want to call it, as I say, apart from that, very nice presentation. Let's talk a little bit about the series more itself. Okay, so some of the other characters in the series. There's Fred Quilly, the riding instructor. There's Mr. Partridge, the Punch and Judy man, children's entertainer, who absolutely detests kids and often quite violently tries to get one up on them. He's also an alcoholic, so you can imagine that quite a few situations arise out of that. One character that we don't see but hear about constantly is Joe Maplin himself. He often sends letters to the entertainment staff, read out by the managers, saying about all the schemes that he wants implementing, all the initiatives, which most of the staff, apart from Ted and Spike and people like that, deplore, and they generally have to go along with to keep their jobs. There's Sylvia, one of the yellow coats, who Gladys despises because she thinks that Sylvia has designs on the entertainment managers and that she flirts too much with the campers and she's forever putting her hands in her pockets, etc. There's a lot of story arcs through the whole series. There's the whole romance is between Gladys and the entertainment manager. As I say, there's Peggy's ongoing quest to become a yellow coat from being just a chalet maid. there's Ted's underlying thing of wanting to better himself, despite making out that he is the king of the camp and the campers adore him and everything else. But he always wants to strive and do something better, which is probably similar to most of us, I would suspect. If you can't get away on holiday, this may sound cheesy, but this could well be a little bit of a tonic for you. Very funny comedy, quite heartwarming, quite gentle as well. But yeah, very, very funny indeed. Worth picking up. Very good value box set. As I say, the presentation is nice. I'm just not a big fan of the disc spindles and the front cover, as I say. But maybe, like I said, you can say in the comments whether you think those outer covers on the box sets are really necessary at all. I don't think they are, but that's just me. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for coming back, tuning back into the channel. We'll be back on Sunday with another review. I'm also working currently on the second part of my Doctor Who DVD collection. The first part showing my William Hartnell DVDs, which there aren't many of, but that is up now with information about the various episodes and little background bits and pieces that you may or may not know about. That's live on the channel now. Anyway, we'll be back on Sunday. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and if you can, subscribe as well. It helps the channel out, and in turn, in the long run, it helps you guys out because it allows me to make even more great content for you. Take care, enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll see you on Sunday at the weekend.